I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. And APMEX is the proud sponsor of the Silver Picker YouTube channel. And Whatnot is the proud sponsor of today's video. Thank you both for your support. Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and today's video is one that I am super excited to bring to you guys, and have been for the last 6 months. What do I mean by that? Well, as you see by the title of the video, this is going to be a grade reveal of a bunch of coins that I sent in for grading and authentication at PCGS. And PCGS takes a heck of a long time to get your coins back. As much as I love the company, and as much as I love the service, and as much as I respect their grading, it took 5 months from when I sent the coins in to when I received them back. That is insane. But anyway, I'm so excited to have gotten them, and let's talk about how we're gonna do this video. Essentially, I shot footage of the coins before I sent them into PCGS. I'm gonna show that first, talk a little bit about the coins, talk maybe a little bit about PCGS and the process of sending them in, and then you guys will have a chance to guess the grades. Put it in the comments below, give me your best guess, no cheating, no cheating, and then we will reveal the coins that I received, and we'll take a look whether or not you guys were right or wrong. So anyway, as I always say, enough of the jibber jabber, let's check out these coins because I am super, super excited. So first off, we have an incredible coin. It's a $1,920 double eagle. It's a super chunky coin that contains nearly an ounce of pure gold, and you can see that there's some scuffing on the devices and in the fields, but it's a pretty spectacular coin otherwise. The reverse, however, looks absolutely flawless and has incredible luster. If it were to get a grade of MS60, it would have a PCGS price guide value of $2,400, and if it got as high as MS65, it would get a modest bump to about $5,000. And if it made top grades of MS66 or MS66 Plus, we'd be talking $25 to $50K. Next up, we've got a 1927 $2.50 quarter eagle. This is a magnificent little coin that looks to me pretty darn flawless. Obviously, it's not going to get an MS70 or anything crazy like that, but it could definitely hit the mint state level. At MS60, this coin would be worth $625. At MS65, it would be worth $2,750. At 66, it would be worth $17,500. Remember, put your guesses in the comments below before we do the grade reveal at the end of the video. Next up, we've got the 1914D $2.50 Indian. This coin has an absolutely beautiful shine to it. I am a bit nervous that it might have been cleaned, but it's such a stellar coin that I'm definitely willing to take the chance. At MS60, it's a $775 coin, but at MS65, it's a $30,000 coin. Yeah, not too shabby at all. And guess what? We get a second chance at this crazy payday with another 1914D. This one looks not quite as good as the previous one, but it could still end up in the mid-mint state level for sure. I certainly would not be upset with that. This 1913 Indian looks really good, but I'm definitely not expecting high mint state on it. If it hits MS60, we've got a $625 coin, but at MS66, we're looking at $25K. Look, I'm not expecting that, but somewhere in between would be nice. And now, going back 2 years, we've got this 1911 Indian. At MS60, we've got another $625 coin, and we don't get above 1,000 until MS62, and not above 10,000 until MS65. Too bad this isn't a 1911D with a strong D mint mark, which has an MS65 worth nearly $250,000. Now, moving on from Indians to Liberty coins, we have a 1900 $2.50 piece, which also commands a $625 price at MS60, but since it's so common, it doesn't even break $5K at MS67. It's still worth sending in for grading, but this won't be a home run no matter what. And finally, we have an 1877S $2.50 quarter eagle gold Liberty. And it's really spectacular. At MS60, this coin is already worth $1,000, and it hits the $17,500 mark at MS65. Too bad it's not the 1877P or no mint mark, which at just MS60 is already a $4,000 coin. All right, so we've got our PCGS box, open her up, and we have our 8 coins. Now, what we're gonna do is I have them organized from denomination and date order, so we're gonna go from largest denomination to smallest denomination, and we're also going to go from newest to oldest. And I think that we will have sort of the surprise reveal at the end with going by this method. Now, in addition to that, we're going to take a look at each coin. I'm going to cover up the date. You'll get one last chance to look at the coin and guess what you think the grade is. And then I'm going to put the value on screen of what it was worth raw, how much it cost me to grade it, and then finally what the value is after it's been graded. And we'll be able to see for each coin whether or not it was a good idea. So Starting us off, we've got a 1900 $20 double eagle. It's a really, really nice coin. Really nice coin. And get your grades in. What do you think? Boom. It is an MS61. That is fantastic, right? 1900 PCGS MS61. I am absolutely thrilled with that grade. Not too shabby. All right. That's it for the $20 gold pieces, and actually the rest of the coins are all $2.50 quarter eagles. So let's take a look. We've got some quarter eagle Indians and some quarter eagle Liberties. So we've got over here a 1927. What do you guys think? 1927. Nice coin. And for the reveal, boom! MS62. That is fantastic. I was worried that a lot of these grades would come back, cleaned or damaged, some kind of details grade, and some of them did, spoiler alert, but we got a lot of really, really solid grades. And what else is cool, when you're grading gold, I think it's almost always worth it to grade US pre-33 gold, because just paying for the guaranteed authenticity is already worth it. So even if you don't make the coin worth a ton more, even getting like an UNC details grade is still basically worth it. Next up, we've got ourselves a 1914D. 1914D. And by the way, this is my first time doing one of these PCGS reveals, grade reveals. So if you think that there's a better way for me to do it, certainly let me know. And get your last thoughts in, put them in the comments, and boom. Okay, so this is our first genuine cleaned UNC details grade. So this is a non-grade. I opted to have them come back encased and encapsulated. You also have the option to have it sent back raw and they don't put it in a holder, but I don't think that that's worth it. I think if it's already, cleaned, it's cleaned, and you're not gonna fool anybody otherwise. So to me, this did not look clean. This looks like a problem-free coin, in my opinion, but I am not a professional grader, so it is what it is. Next up, we've got ourselves another 1914D, another coin that I thought is a non-problem coin. And we shall see. Boom. Again, PCGS genuine, cleaned UNC details. I don't know what it is about these 1914s, but that's what we got so far. Next up, got ourselves a 1913. Hopefully the 1913s do us a little better than the 1914s. Check it out. And the reveal. Genuine cleaned UNC details. Now, I'm curious to see if you guys can tell from on camera that these are clean. To me, these all look like problem-free, beautiful coins. I picked out of the lot that I bought. I mean, I got these in a massive trade with one of my Patreon patrons, Jason, and you can check that out in the card over here. And I tried to pick out the nicest ones to send in, so I was kind of surprised that some of these came back cleaned, but as I said, it is what it is. Next up, this is a 1911, and this is the last of the $2.50 Indians. Next, we'll move on to Liberty coins, $2.50, of course. This is a 1911. And get your last thoughts in for the grade. Ba-boom, AU58. Not terrible, definitely not terrible. It's not a mint state grade, but it's also not a details grade. And seeing that 3 out of these 8 coins so far came back as details grades, even getting an AU58 and not quite making it into the MS is still not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. All right, moving on to the Liberties. And this is where we're gonna start to have some trouble. So the first one, everything's fine. It's a 1900. It's a really, really nice coin. Really clean. Really, really nice. And the grade? Wabam, MS64. Highest grade out of all these ones so far. MS64 on a 1900 $2.50 gold Liberty. Really not bad. That increases the value a ton. This is so far the star coin. But let's take a look at the last one. Like I said, I graded 8 coins because this was from my first set of coins that I graded on PCGS. So when you get a platinum membership, you get 8 vouchers to grade coins. And I figured I'd start with the top 8 that I had, or what I thought were the top 8. And this was one of them. Now what we see here in the top left, you can see that it says 1877. 1877 is a rare year, a very rare year. This has a extremely low mintage. I'll put it on the screen. I don't remember the exact mintage, but the mintage of 1877 is extremely low. And this is a really, really spectacular example. So obviously this is going to be an incredible coin, unless it comes back details, of course, which it didn't. Take a look here. PCGS AU58 1877. Now this is what the coin is worth raw. You see the cost to grade it, and check out the freaking value. Check out the value with an AU58 grade. That is phenomenal, right? I was jumping for joy. That basically pays for the entire collection. It's an incredible, incredible, win. It's an incredible win, right? AU58 worth 3,000 bucks. However, my joy was short-lived because I realized that PCGS made an egregious error. This is not an 1877 coin. It's an 1877 S, and you can see the S extremely clearly, front and center, right on the reverse. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. And if this was a normal turnaround time and they sent it back to me like 2-3 weeks after I sent it in, and then I could just call them up and figure it out, fine. But this is 5.5 months. It took 5+ months to get this back to me, and it comes back with such an obvious, egregious error, right? Like, I'm not complaining about the grades. I'm not saying like, oh, this should have been an MS62. This MS61 is definitely an MS62 plus, right? I'm not complaining about the grade. This is just sloppy, sloppy work, and it hurts even more because it got my hopes up so much. Now, you can take a look and see what the actual value is. It's still a very valuable coin. Still, 1877S is still a good coin. It's still a good grade, and I'm not unhappy with it. I just don't know what to do. So, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Put it in the comments below. What should I do? I have a few thoughts. One is I can just call up PCGS and say, hey, this is what happened, what's next? And they'll probably say, send it in, we'll reholder it for free, blah, blah, blah. Or do you think that having such an error, it makes it actually worth more? Like, maybe a collector would say, I like mistaken PCGS or mistaken NGC slabs. Maybe there's a collector's market out there for slabs that have errors, and this could be worth even more maybe. What do you guys think? And of course, the other option is just hold on to it, and that's that. I think also there's another option. I think PCGS actually guarantees their coins, so maybe like PCGS would pay me a fee for having made this mistake. I don't know, but I really do want to hear your guys' thoughts, because I think I'll go with whatever the majority says, or whatever the most beneficial option is. Now, what am I going to do with these? So I'm definitely going to hold on to at least one of each type, and I will probably sell the rest. I am expecting to sell the rest actually at my next Whatnot auction. If you're not familiar, Whatnot is an incredible live video auction platform in which bidders and sellers can interact in real time, and I've done a few Whatnot auctions already, and it has been amazing. I've sold a ton of coins at incredible values, people got incredible deals, and I even gave away over $300 worth of coins, gold, silver, all sorts of cool stuff at every single one of my auctions. So I'm giving away $300 in prizes, I'm selling amazing coins at great deals, and you don't want to miss it. If you're not yet signed up for Whatnot, you got to use my link. It's whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker. And when you sign up, not only do you get access to this incredible platform for free, but you also get $10 in Whatnot credit. That means you get a $10 coupon for $10 off anything you buy, or think about it like this. You get 2 silver Washington quarters absolutely free just using your $10 credit. And when I scratch your back, you scratch mine, because when you get $10 in credit, I also get $10 in credit. So definitely use my link to sign up, and don't miss my next Whatnot auction. It is absolutely a blast and a half. So anyway, this has been my first adventure with PCGS. This is my first time sending in coins, it's my first time receiving them back, and it's certainly my first time seeing such an egregious error on PCGS's part. So again, put it in the comments what you think I should do. And if you're new here and you like this type of video, definitely hit that big old red subscribe button. I make videos like this all the time about coin collecting, precious metals investing, personal finance, and a whole lot more. And whether you're new or not, give me a like. It's the ultimate YouTube solid, and it takes you just a second, and it means the world to me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. An extra special shout out to Jason for making this video happen by trading me all of these coins. If you would like to meet myself and Jason and all the other patrons and you're not yet a patron, well, the links are below and we all can't wait to meet you in our private Discord server.